There's always snow somewhere. There's always snow somewhere.
The former Soviet Union, Armenia was just a little part of that. Armenia has a total of 3.2 million people right now, and 1 million of those live right here in Yerevan. Since 1991, it's been a free, independent country again. Mount Ararat towers over the late afternoon haze here in Yerevan. And one looks over there and one wonders about Noah and the Ark. Is that really the peak that the Ark landed on after the flood? Or might it be one of these other mountains around here? Is there something that we can find on skis that hasn't been discovered before? I wonder. This way? Thank you. Closed. The place is closed. It's not closed, it's closed. But the Golden Fork is this way. No. Yeah, but I don't want to buy any. Sorry. Well, my first impression about Yerevan is that it's not the cleanest city I've ever been in. They seem to be bad basketball players here because you look at the garbage bins and then you see all the garbage around the bins. So the people seem to have missed quite a few shots. Casino, 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 and then another casino, and maybe one strip club, and then a casino. It seems that they like casinos here. That's one thing I've learned in my brief visit to Yerevan so far. No, I don't want any. Sorry. So good. Partly the ballet house, and then it's also the opera house. It's interesting that everybody is wearing black. It seems to be almost the only color one sees, and yet the people are very friendly. The black color does not characterize their demeanor. Strong guy. He's a strong guy. We're in the vernissage area of central Yerevan. This is an open marketplace that exists on the weekends, and you can buy anything here from the worst junk and bric-a-brac to some really beautiful pieces of woodwork, obsidian work, jewelry, anything you really want to get as a souvenir. For ski bums that want to save a little money on their dental care, here's a way you can do it. You can buy some of your own dental equipment right here at the marketplace in Armenia. And yeah, take care of yourself. No problem. I am not. Lenin is turning over in his grave. The party is over. Nick Lennon's. Wait, here it is. Here's one for our friends at Nokia. One thing's for sure, that's a beautiful mountain. But you need special permission to go there. And it's odd that Ararat is the kind of a symbol of for the Armenian people. It's part of their soul in a way. And yet they have to look at the mountain from across the border nowadays because Ararat is part of Turkey. Do you have any book about Noah's Ark?
Book about Noah?
About Noah?
It's kind of okay.
So is this a typical Armenian coffee?
Yes. I don't know from where that's coffee, but and no, please, please.
Okay. Oh, let's see that. Can you bring that one out?
Yeah.
Here's Ararat and here's Noi.
People, please.
But it shouldn't be so many people, it should be animals. Somebody has changed the story from the Bible. So if
What
they
do you say, please?
So if this painting shows Noah walking with lots of people following him from Ararat, the people is wrong because it should be elephants and giraffes and alligators and so on. So maybe Ararat is also wrong. Maybe he was not walking from Ararat, but from one of the other snow-capped mountains in the vicinity. That's what we're going to find out. Maybe. Here's a different kind of after ski that you can do only in Armenia. You can take a short trip from the ski resort to Lake Sevan, and out on a little peninsula is the Lake Sevan Monastery, an ancient monastery. Armenia is very famous for its churches and monasteries, and this is one of the most famous. My religion is skiing, but Christianity's been around a lot longer than that. And these churches over here have stood and weathered the elements since 874, over 1,000 years. Maybe we'll take a little ski tour up on the snowy slopes that come down to Lake Sevan. Might be an idea. I don't think Noah's Ark is there, but we might get a few powder turns. There's a great tradition of skinning in my family. My Uncle Eddie started skiing and skinning in 1913, long before there were any lifts, and skinning was the only way of getting up the mountain. I don't get a chance to skin as often. I'm usually riding the lifts, but it's a really nice opportunity, this beautiful place, to skin up a mountain with a view over Lake Sevan. I think we're getting close to the site now, where we might find Noah's Ark. Perhaps it's just around the corner up there. I'm getting pretty excited about it. No ark here either. I think it could well be that the wood from the ark might have rotted away 1,000 years ago. This may all be a futile effort. So perhaps it's time to ski. You know, thinking about Noah's Ark and the great flood of biblical times, it makes me think and worry about global warming.
The world is warming, the globe is steaming. Got to find some snow to cool me down. Polar bears and penguins and ski bums too all need the snow to see us through. The winter creatures will be.
If I was only looking for the best skiing in the world, I wouldn't have to go any further than the Alps or the Rockies. But I'm in search of more than just powder snow. I want to learn about all parts of the world, the many different peoples and their cultures. Travel is knowledge. My life is a pursuit of snow and knowledge. Our car overheated in Tsaghkadzor, the capital of the entire province of Tsaghkadzor, which had no hotel and no restaurant. So the infrastructure is a little bit lacking here in Armenia, but for whatever that's worth, it's worth much more that the people are so damn friendly. It's unbelievable. You sing a song and you got a bottle of wine. I mean, it's kind of the way life used to be, or maybe it was that way in the hobo jungles in the 1930s. We're at a truck stop here. We found a hotel. The car got going. We found a restaurant. Great food. The two of us ate with a beer and a big dinner for $4 each. And then we made a little show here at the truck stop for fun and bring a little life to, I think, a few people that don't really have too much to entertain themselves other than a pretty boring thing that entertains the whole world, and that's television.
You don't start back doing the things you used to do. Where the motor cooled down, the heat went down. That's when I heard that highway sound. Rainwater gets all under my head. 110, a half mile ahead. Caught Maybelline at the top of the hill. Dance that girl like you were standing still. Maybelline.
Oh, that's just a natural stone there. Yeah. We've been driving a very long way to come to the point that we're about to see. It's supposed to be one of the most interesting and mysterious ancient sites in Armenia. We're in the heart of Siunik province now. This is a province that probably offers a lot for touring skiers. There are more than a dozen mountains here that are more than 3,000 meters high, and 3 of them are more than 3,800 meters high. But if you're an astrologer, I think this location is even more interesting for you. Tsaghkadzor is the name of this place, and in Armenia they compare this place to Stonehenge and think that it might even be older than Stonehenge. There's a formation of 204 rocks or stones. They've obviously been placed in a certain order and in certain places, and holes have been bored in a number of them. And those holes, according to the theories, are for observing different stars or planets. When I look through this hole and have my vision pointed upward, I see the sky. But if I let my vision drop a little bit, then I see the peak of one of the distant mountains. Perhaps the mountain where Noah's Ark is. Who knows? It's all a mystery. I'm in the center of a circle of about 50 rocks. The main rocks, maybe, or stones at this mysterious site. And I wonder what it all really means. This place has been equated with mysticism, fertility, cosmic power. You can make up any theory you want about all this, because nobody really knows the answer. Well, you can see that the churches are not the only thing in Armenia that date back to antiquity. That snowcat looks like it's seen a better day. Here in Armenia, your best bet is to try to go skiing on a Saturday or Sunday. We showed up on Monday morning, the lift wasn't running yet, and we asked what the problem was, and they said, we need 10 people. We're not starting the lift unless we get 10 people. So we had to wait around to get a quorum, and then you don't know how many lifts they're going to open. All 4 lifts here are pretty new Leitner lifts. There's been an investment from an Italian company to try to make this into a year-round resort, skiing in the winter, of course. And they've got a master plan, big marketing strategy. But so far, with the lack of time that the lifts seem to be open because of wind or not enough people, I'm not so sure how well that marketing strategy is going to work as far as getting international tourism here.
To Armenia we did go. I said to Armenia we did go. We wanted to ski in the powder snow. Took our Lada, drove to Tsaghkadzor. Yes, we took our Lada, we drove to Tsaghkadzor. We wanted to ski lifts 1 through 4.
I'm sitting here in Noravank Monastery. Church was built in the 1200s. It's in the end of a beautiful red-rocked canyon. Snow covers some of the mountains around. And whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, a pantheist, a Jew, or any other religion, if you can't find peace here, you won't find it anywhere. Here's our friend Noah, and he's pictured in this relief at the Ararat brandy factory because, as the legend tells it, when he descended from Mount Ararat, he planted the first grapes in Armenia. And that's the roots, of course, of the Ararat brandy factory. We're now entering the wine aging and tasting part of the Ararat factory. This is, of course, the best part for any ski bum. This wine was barreled in 1967 during the Soviet era with orders that it should be open in 2017 for the 100th anniversary of the Communist Revolution. Now those plans might have changed, but they're still going to open it in 2017. Maybe I'll just come back for that. This is a Madeira wine from 1944. It sounds like somebody's drilling through the walls here to try to rob this wine bank. Now we're trying a port wine from 1924. Now we're really going backwards in time. 1913, before even my mom and dad were born, a Malaga wine.
The first one is 10 years old brandy, Noe Classic.
You put a lot of brandy in this glass. That was really nice of you, because you probably knew this was my favorite part of the tour. Do they ever have people who come in here and they just
These drops
say
of brandy.
bottoms up? Whoops,
Otherwise,
almost
they are
my
called women
favorite
legs, or Italian call them tears. So if you can see women legs, it means in front of you there is really high quality brandy.
I can see some high quality brandy here, for sure.
So if the legs are going down during 10 seconds, it means brandy is about 10 years.
Such a nice sound.
Did I mention this was my favorite part of the tour? This is a 20-year-old brandy, Noah, named after Noah.
My favorite part of the tour. Nastrova or Nastrovava.
English, Armenian, Russian, these languages generally did not work for communication during our trip here. But skiing, music, and dancing are all international languages.